Welcome back. This is In Focus. Almost 500 African-American fighter pilots, known as the Tuskegee Airmen, fought over Europe during World War II. The achievements of this all-black unit became legendary. As VOA's Kane Farabaugh reports, the new film, Red Tails, brings their story to the big screen.
Bogies inbound, 12 o'clock.
And they're closing in mighty fast.
They were young men from across America, fighting a war abroad for a country that did not offer them equality at home.
And two more! Left, they're cutting left!
The Tuskegee Airmen fought the enemy while simultaneously fighting racial segregation. Their story is told in the new motion picture Red Tails, directed by Anthony Hemingway.
This story isn't told in curriculums in school. I didn't learn it coming and growing up. And to be able to get their stories from them, you know, and to be able to talk to the living history, it's amazing.
Beverly Dungill, who celebrated the opening of Red Tails with fellow Tuskegee Airmen at a screening in Chicago, is part of that living history. He entered the Tuskegee Institute in Alabama, in what was then the segregated South, during the final year of the war.
The time that we endured rampant segregation, rampant discrimination, hate, and the names that they called us and the treatment that they gave us that we had to endure, you can't describe that.
What we do, how well we do it, does it matter?
The movie shows how Tuskegee Airmen like Virgil Poole Sr. set out to change widely held stereotypes about African Americans.
So there were those skeptics who didn't believe we were going to make it. But I've been told that our pilots became as good as and better than many pilots who had other training that weren't black.
In fact, the Tuskegee Airmen were among one of the most decorated air units of the war, getting hundreds of bombers to their targets and back.
Not only did we love to fly and we loved the combat activity, but we knew that if we were good, the society would change.
But Dr. Roscoe Brown's hope of changing society did not materialize right away.
The reporters didn't care about the black pilots at all, and as a result, they wrote nothing about it.
Has this flight order been verified?
Actor Cuba Gooding Jr. plays an officer in Red Tails. He says the film gives the Tuskegee Airmen the credit they deserve.
And they were officers and they were denied access into the officers club. And they finally stood together as brothers in arms and said, you know, we're actually fighting a double war. We're fighting the Germans over the skies of Berlin, and we're also fighting the military, and the fact that we die for our country. We need the respects afforded to our, our counterparts, our Caucasian counterparts. So I think, I think there's something for everybody to learn.
Dr. Roscoe Brown says the film contains an important lesson.
Segregation is a blot on American history, and we helped to remove that blot by our excellence.
That excellence paved the way for the desegregation of the U.S. military in 1948.
On behalf of the office I hold and a country that honors you, I salute you for the service to the United States of America.
And the Congressional Gold Medal for the Tuskegee Airmen in 2007. Kane Farabaugh, VOA News, Chicago, Illinois.